Hi guys, this is your weekly medicine tarot reading for the week of March 6th. This will be the last weekly tarot reading that I'm going to be doing for a while. I just have a big show coming up on June 9th, and I'm also finishing my school the next 2 months and doing a bunch of hours for that. So I just decided that I'm no longer going to be doing the weekly tarot. I will still continue to do the monthly tarot and submit those the last couple weeks of each month for the upcoming month. I will still obviously be doing YouTube like topic videos and whatnot, but I just can no longer keep up with the weekly tarot reading, especially right now. It's just like there's too many things going on, and I don't want to divide my attention any more than it already is divided. So let's just tune in for this week. You're always welcome, like I said, to watch the monthly tarot. And in the monthly tarot, I do break up like what's happening in the transits and whatnot for each week and how it affects your particular sign. And then you should also cross-reference your moon and rising sign, because the videos apply for all three of those. So if you have a rising sign in Sagittarius, check out the Sagittarius video. If you have a sun in Taurus, check that out. And if you have a moon in Scorpio, you can check out the Scorpio one. So you can check out the three videos and how each of the transits affect you. Now, if you don't know what your rising sign is, you do need your birth time for that. And it's good to talk to like someone that actually knows how to read a chart. But you can just check online at astro.com is a good place to check. And then also there's an app called Time Passages. It does let you download your personal chart for free. But if you want like any additional information, you end up paying like $1 or something US for every different thing you want. So if you're planning on like checking out like your entire family's charts, like your kids, your husband, your boss, whatever, your friend, and how compatible you are with those people, what areas, are weak and what aspects interact with one another, then I would recommend paying the $40 for the app, because then you can get unlimited charts out of that. That's what I have on mine and I use with my clients when I'm doing a reading for them. So let's tune in. We'll ask the guides from all directions of time and space to guide this video for the week of March 6th. I'm actually going to do like a 2-week, if that's okay, because next week is when Uranus is coming in on the 15th, and I won't be with you guys anymore doing that. So I'm just going to do like almost like a 2-week. So for the next 2 weeks, I'll just do, I'll use two different decks. So we'll start with the week of March, oh my God. We'll start with the week of May 6th. So we'll tune in, ask the guides to give us direction and courage to know the truth for the week of May 6th. The week of May 6th. And we'll also ask the guides to clear the deck. Just ask for guidance for the week of May 6th. Beginning of the week, middle of the week, and end of the week. Wow, we got 3 major arcana cards. And then we'll use the Robin Wood deck for next week, the week of May 13th. Happy Mother's Day for next week, May 13th. The week of May 13th. Get some guidance for the week of May 13th. Okay, let's pull a couple extra cards for that one. Alright guys, so we'll start with this week, May 6th. So the week starts out with the Magician card. So some of you might have a Gemini involved with you at the moment. I do see, so for those three major arcana cards, they're pretty hefty cards to get for this week. We have the Magician, the Lovers, and the World card. So going into that Uranus transit in Taurus that happens on May 15th, and also the new moon is May 15th, and I believe Mars retrogrades that same day. I talk about it more in the personalized videos, so check that out. But this tells me there's some major changes going to be happening for all of us. The Magician card is just a reminder that you're ready, you have all the resources, and that you need, and also just a reminder that life is magical. Okay, my hair is soaked and I'm freezing for some reason. Okay, so life is magical, and you have the ability to basically manifest anything that you want. Sometimes the Magician is also a reminder to just keep an eye out for anyone that's a little bit shady, a little bit shifty, that's not really telling you fully what they think or feel. But just by looking at the overall reading, I'm not getting that sense 100%. But there is an indication coming, because it's juxtaposed here by the upside down Two of Cups. That's more for next week though, but I always just kind of like look at the cards together and see what messages I get that way. So middle of the week, I feel like many of you are, on your way, you're following, you're carefully weighing decisions, especially pertaining to health. The guides are saying like you're really making better choices for your health, and making long-term plans that are coming from your heart, not just making plans, that are basically in the moment, like you're thinking more long-term and it's coming from the heart. I see lots of healing around the middle of this week coming to many of you. So, you might feel tingling on sensations in your arms, around your chest area, during the day. Maybe you're just feeling like really good in your body. Maybe you get relief from aches and pains just spontaneously. I just see a lot of body healing. They're showing me like a lot of you being surrounded by emerald green light, or Archangel Raphael's light. And, if you're not feeling that, maybe what you could do is call on Archangel Raphael to heal your body, to take away your pain, and just really be receptive to the healing after you ask. That's kind of important. Sometimes we ask, but then we don't really allow the space to actually get the healing, so we don't lay down and relax to receive the healing. We just kind of ask for healing, but don't really fully open ourselves to it. And the end of this week is the World card. It's all about joy, contentment, and gratitude. Like, this week is really awesome. I'm actually kind of happy that this is the last week that I am doing the readings, because it feels like to me, this is an end of something I started almost 2 years ago. And, we're ending on the World card. So I'm like, yep, that feels right to me. It's a completion card. It's a card about, you've done a good job, contentment, gratitude, and the path towards enlightenment. So for some of you, I feel like that are watching this, you're just in a really good space. Maybe everything isn't in order, but you're choosing to see what is working, rather than focusing on the many things that are always, falling apart or coming undone. You're not paying too much attention to that. You're focusing more on what's working. And, I see a lot of you reflecting on the things that you've done right, and where sort of like making a list of all the things that you have accomplished over the last number of years. And then going into next week, so just to leave you guys with that, I do see the High Priestess showing up here in the middle of next week, and that's always an indication of psychic downloads, which I definitely feel like is going to be happening to many of us. That's already happening to many of us, but that will continue to happen. Some major, major downloads will be happening for us all during this massive Uranus moving into transit, Uranus moving into Taurus transit. Ugh. So, you know, some of you are going to have make some decisions. That means you'll have to let go of some things that wasn't bringing you happiness anyways, but you might have gotten attached to it because it became a routine. It was just what was, you know, what you were doing rather than what was really serving you. So some of you might struggle with that. And remember, Taurus likes stability. Taurus does not like change. So when Uranus, the planet of electricity, comes in and just jolts everything, every structure that we have in place that might not even be working, but we have it in place and we've always done it that way. When Uranus comes in and blows that to smithereens over the next 7 years, you know, it's going to feel like you're losing something. But really, Uranus is not just doing this type of, or bringing this type of energy to cause problems. It's to rebuild, to get rid of old, you know, just infrastructure that just isn't working. We all know what it is. We all have different opinions of what that might be. But for the most part, even if we go kicking and screaming, you know, which some of us will do, we'll try to hold on to those belief systems, societal structures that, you know, don't serve anybody but a few. We'll try to hold on to them, but it's just not going to work that way. Uranus is a powerful force to be reckoned with. So, you know, just hold on to what matters. And that might be nothing material. That might just be, you know, your own beliefs might even have to be let go of. Like, it's a restructuring from the inside out. And yeah, it's going to be uncomfortable for many of us, especially if you are an earth sign. You might feel that more than other people, or if you have strong earth sign aspects. This is why it's super important for you to learn what your astrological blueprint is. This is why you need to hire an astrologer or an astrologist like myself. Why you need to learn about yourself so that you can understand how things are going to affect you. Not just in this transit, but transits are happening all the time. And some people might argue, well, who cares? Like, why does that even matter? It's always mattered in history. It just stopped mattering, you know, when money mattered more in this world. But historically, we've always looked to the stars. We've always looked to the planets to understand where we were going or what our focus needed to be. And I've learned so much about myself, my weaknesses, my limitations, and have grown so much as a person just from learning about where the planets were when I was born and how that creates who I am, and how that, you know, even health-wise, you can really see, like, there's medical astrology as well, where you can see and predict any health issues. So when you know ahead of time, you can actually prevent them and work on, you know, healing yourself so that those potential weaknesses in your health system can be sort of avoided. So one last thing I'll mention is just when I see the Two of Cups upside down, it's generally an indication of wanting to give up on someone, particularly someone really close to you, particularly someone that you've spent a lot of time with from a really, either you're both young at heart or you have been together for a really long time. Generally, I find this means lovers in particular, but it can also mean family as well. a sibling, or even, somebody, for the male or even the female, I guess, will be like a leader, a fire sign, and then the female will be more like a water sign, like maybe a Pisces, Scorpio, or a Cancer. So a Leo, Sagittarius, or Aries. So those are sort of the combination I'm seeing for this particular spread. So I guess I'm just feeling like it isn't maybe the best idea leading into this Uranus transit to really make massive decisions like getting a divorce or whatever. You might feel like you want to act really swiftly and cut things off. If it's been long overdue, then fine. But if it's just like a spontaneous thought that just arose out of nowhere, then I would sit on it for a bit, because, it's just maybe the pot's getting stirred up and you just have to work through things rather than just make juvenile decisions without fighting for what you've worked for a really long time. I personally just won't be making any massive decisions until, the dust settles a little bit. And then, if a decision presents itself in the beginning of this transit, then I'm definitely going to keep it in mind, but I'm going to think about it, not just act without thinking. So I hope that helps you. This has been an awesome experience for me to do these weekly readings. I've grown a lot. It's helped me stretch my intuition in new ways that I didn't think I could do. And I really appreciate all the positive comments that I've received over the last almost year and a half, whatever it was. But again, I'm not leaving completely. You can tune in and check me out every month for my readings. And I'll definitely be posting weekly videos when things calm down here on my end. And, when and if I get inspired to just, pump out a video, I will just upload it. I'll try to do one a week, but I'm not going to guarantee that until after June 9th, because I have my big show on June 9th at the Halifax Forum. I have over 108 vendors there. So it's going to be an awesome holistic wellness day. And if you're in the area or close to it, come and check us out. You can also check out that link at halifaxspiritexpo.com. If you need a personal reading, I probably won't be able to do any until after June 9th, but you can contact me with the information below, and I will get back to you as soon as I can. Take care and have a good day. Okay, bye.